There once lived a young woman named Sarah in a busy city. She was 26 years old and worked hard every day. But something was wrong. Sarah always felt heavy inside, like she was carrying a huge weight on her shoulders. Every morning, she woke up tired. Every night, she went to bed worried. She smiled at people, but deep inside, her heart was breaking. She kept thinking about all the mistakes she had made, all the people who had hurt her, all the dreams that didn't come true. Sarah felt like she was drowning in her own thoughts. One weekend, Sarah decided to visit her grandmother in the countryside. The fresh air smelled of wet soil and flowers, and the gentle chirping of birds filled the quiet sky. Her grandmother was 75 years old, wise and kind. She had lived through many storms in life, but her eyes still sparkled with joy. When Sarah arrived, her grandmother hugged her tightly, but she noticed something. "My dear child," her grandmother said softly, "why do you look so tired? Why are your shoulders bent like you're carrying something very heavy?" Sarah started to cry. All her pain came out like water from a broken dam. "Grandma, I can't forget the past. People have said mean things to me. I made so many mistakes. I lost so many chances. Every day I carry all these bad memories with me. They make me feel so heavy." Her grandmother listened with love. Then she smiled gently and said, "Come with me, dear." She took Sarah to her small garden. The evening sun painted the sky orange, and the smell of roses filled the air. Her grandmother picked up an old backpack and started filling it with heavy stones, one by one. "Sarah," she said, "put this backpack on your shoulders and walk around the garden." Sarah was confused, but she did as her grandmother asked. The backpack was so heavy. After just a few steps, her back started hurting. Her legs felt weak. "Grandma, this is too heavy. I can't carry it anymore." Her grandmother nodded. "Now tell me, child, what would happen if you carried this backpack everywhere you go? To work, to sleep, to meet friends?" "I would be in pain all the time," Sarah said, breathing heavily. "I couldn't enjoy anything. I couldn't live properly." "Exactly," her grandmother said with a knowing smile. "Now, take off the backpack." As soon as Sarah removed it, she felt immediate relief. Her shoulders felt light. She could stand straight again. She could breathe freely. "Sarah, my dear," her grandmother continued, "the backpack full of stones is like carrying old hurts, past mistakes, and painful memories. When you hold on to them, they make your heart heavy. They make your life difficult." Sarah's eyes began to open with understanding. "But Grandma, how can I just forget everything that happened to me?" Her grandmother sat down on a wooden bench and patted the space next to her. "Listen carefully, my child. I'm not asking you to forget. I'm asking you to forgive. Forgive others who hurt you. But most importantly, forgive yourself." Her eyes softened as she shared a piece of her own past. "When I was young, I too carried a heavy backpack. I held on to words that hurt me and chances I lost. But one day, I realized I was only punishing myself for things that had already passed. The day I chose to forgive, I finally became free." She pointed to the sky where birds were flying freely. "Look at those birds. Do you think they carry yesterday's storm with them when they fly today? They let it go. They fly light and free. When you hold on to anger, hurt, and regret, you're punishing yourself for things that are already finished. The past cannot be changed, but your future can be beautiful if you let it." Sarah felt something shifting inside her heart. For the first time in years, she felt a small spark of hope. "But how do I let go, Grandma?" It seems so hard. Start small, my dear. Every morning when you wake up, say these words. Today is a new day. I choose peace over pain. I choose love over hurt. I choose to be free. And remember, letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to carry hope instead of hurt. That night, Sarah slept better than she had in months. The next morning, she stood in front of the mirror and spoke the words her grandmother taught her. Slowly, day by day, Sarah began to feel lighter. She started smiling again, real smiles that came from her heart. She began to see beauty in small things: a flower blooming, a child laughing, the warmth of the sun. Sarah learned that happiness isn't about having a perfect life. It's about choosing to let go of what weighs you down so you can fly toward what lifts you up. Sometimes, the heaviest thing we carry isn't in our hands, it's in our hearts. But just like that backpack, we have the power to put it down. We have the choice to walk light and free. Today, ask yourself, what heavy stones are you carrying that you can finally put down? Your journey to peace begins with a simple decision: to let go and let your heart be free. Life is too short to carry yesterday's stones into tomorrow. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Sometimes, a simple reminder that we can choose to let go can change everything. Thank you for listening. Until next time, choose peace, choose hope, choose to fly free.